Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Mind on My Money Astro Tarot, where we seek to live an abundant life and the focus is on financial freedom. Please be sure to check out the description box just for additional information, and there will also be a link there so that you can book your own personal reading with me for business, finance, or career. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Now, without further ado, if you're ready to make that shift to living a more abundant lifestyle, let's tap in. We were getting the energy of there's something that you need to let go of. Like you need to let go of some type of guilt. I'm getting the sense of like you have been kind of you've been hanging on to it, kind of complaining about what the kind of, I'm hearing woulda, coulda, shouldas. And that's something that you're going to have to let go of. There was a song that was playing while I was shuffling, and it was like, in the verse, he said he could have bought a house. And so I'm getting the sense of like someone is kind of reminiscing about all of the things that they would have or could have or should have done with their money, with their finances, how they could have done better. And things didn't quite go the way that you had hoped or planned or something like that. And you need to let that guilt go because it's holding you back from doing something. Some of you guys are supposed to be starting a business, or you have recently started a business and you're kind of sabotaging yourself with things like, not doing like the day-to-day things that are foundational to make sure that your business is going to be successful. So for some of you guys, it's something as simple as like making sure that you're checking your emails on a regular basis. Like if you have something where you feel like you're not getting clients or something, there might be some clients that are trying to reach out to you, but you don't have systems in place, or you're not checking some type of email that you possibly had already set up. All of this that's going on also is some of you guys do need to either let go of some of your time of like hanging out on social media sites. Like your focus, you might be saying, like, oh, I'm building up my business, and you're on like social media, but that business part kind of turns into just like playing around. And so you're spending a little bit too much time on your social media. And for others, it's just maybe it takes you longer to do so, and you need to either hire out for that social media part of your business, or for some of those like daily tasks, those mundane tasks that maybe you're not interested in, you need to hire someone out to do those things, possibly like a virtual assistant or something like that. Know that whatever this is, I had heard this too shall pass. So you will be able to conquer whatever this is that's going on. Kind of like I'm getting the sense of like someone that might be in like right now in some type of funk or something, but you'll get through it. You'll get over it. I'm hearing I'm a survivor. So you are someone that you always find a way, you always get through. And but you just need to be aware of that. Like someone does not realize just how strong they really are, in the sense of like you always have a solution, you're always able to come through. And that's something that maybe you don't really see or appreciate in yourself. And you're being called to kind of look at it in that sense. So that message could be for one of you, some of you, or none of you, but let's kind of go ahead and get started, and we can also see how that relates to our actual messages for today with our pool. Yeah, the goal was only to have one, but let's roll with it. We have ask for your needs to be met. We have bountiful nature. And we have declutter. Yeah, and declutter came in reverse. So I'm going to leave it that way because, all of the cards are always right side up. And so when cards come in reverse with me, I just take it as like there's some reason that actually happened. So I'm getting the sense of like you're someone who's trying to do everything on your own. And it's kind of like if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. And things, it's like you're overwhelming yourself, and you're kind of getting in this state of like things aren't happening as quickly as you want because you're trying to do it all yourself, and it's kind of getting you into this like mindset of lack. And that's something like you are going to have to understand that, number one, it doesn't make you weak to ask other people to help you. Remember, we talked a little bit about perhaps reaching out to a virtual assistant for some of those mundane tasks or day-to-day needs in the beginning message. And I'm really getting the sense of that's going to allow you to water your garden, or those things, those projects that really need your attention, that really need your focus, so that they can continue to flourish and to grow. I'm getting also the sense of like, with this declutter being in reverse, I'm really getting the sense of like someone is trying to do things a little bit too much by the book, right? Like you need to I'm hearing that song Shake It Fast. He says, show me what you're working with. It's like I'm kind of getting the sense of like someone who is going by another person's blueprint. So possibly like a business, and you're following someone else's model, and it doesn't have your essence. It's lacking something. It feels really sterile. And that, if you're working through someone else's model, well, essentially it's kind of like someone else's business, and what you have, the gifts and talents that you have that will make your business flourish and successful, like whatever you're doing, it's lacking in that. Okay. So we have think before you speak, and that's that's right underneath the ask for your needs to be met. So I'm getting the sense of like, if you have tried in the past to have people help you, like you've tried to delegate tasks or something like that, you might want to work on your communication skills. We have at the bottom, hopefully everyone can see that, but it says ask questions. So there might be, I'm getting the sense of like, you might need to work on how you are communicating for your needs to be met, like your expectations on a certain project. And the sense of like making sure that you have some questions, some follow-up questions, to make sure that the other person understands what it is that you want and what it is that you need, but also making sure that you let that other person know that they are more than welcome to ask you any type of questions that they may have. Okay, so we have make a list here. And with this falling under the bountiful nature, I'm really getting the sense of like, make a list of all of the goals that you're wanting to accomplish. Make a list of, I'm getting the sense of like someone who really does have a lot of ideas, a lot of unique ideas that you would like to incorporate into your business. So I'm really getting the sense of like, make a list of those things, and you can try to introduce, like if you're following some type of template or something, find places that you could implement those, like maybe you could introduce them, slowly. It doesn't have to be all at one time. Also at the bottom, we have anxiety. So it could be that you have all of these ideas and things, and it's making you a little bit anxious. And so if you write it down, kind of like a brain dump, it's going to help kind of ease a lot of that anxiety. Okay. And then we have add protein with this under the declutter, where we talked about it really felt like something is really sterile, like you're not adding your own ideas, like your own little, what do they say, je ne sais quoi, like you're missing something from whatever your plan is. Like you need to add some substance, some sustenance to what it is that you're working on. And don't feel like it's kind of like someone's following a template and you're trying to go really, really fast to build this, but slow down. Like I'm hearing simmer down, slow down a little bit, take your time, and let's, have fun with it and see where this is going, where this is headed, and where it can go. Okay. Yeah, I'm listening to music right now, and I'm not letting it play because I don't want any issues later on. but she's saying like, you have a fake gold chain on, you need to change that. And I'm really getting the sense of, again, like someone is like, there's some passion lacking for someone. Like you're doing something, like I'm hearing faking the funk. So you're doing something for the sake of doing it, but you're leaving out the most important part of your business, and that's you. Like that's what I'm really getting. Okay. So if you are working on a business, or really it doesn't have to be a business, this could be at your work if you're trying to get a promotion or something like that. But we have sales. So someone needs to learn how to sell whatever it is, like your services are. You need to learn something about what your clients are looking for. If this is something like you're looking to get a promotion at your job, like you have to learn how to sell yourself, right? To make sure that people know like why it is that they should trust you, or why they should rely on you, or whatever. The next one we have is lead. So show, number one, I'm getting the sense of like, okay, if you have a business and you're working on a template, like you need to do something a different way, because you are meant to, I'm kind of hearing like shake up the game. Like you're meant to shake things up a little bit, because you're supposed to be a leader in whatever this field is that you are investing in, that you're a part of. Also, if you have a job and you're trying to work on a promotion, I'm getting that for strong for some of you guys. You need to start showing people your leadership capabilities. So that means that you may need to go a little bit above and beyond. If you usually just kind of like go to work and do your job and go home, and you think that that's going to be enough to get you the job, I hate to break it to you, but that's not quite how that works. People want to see, like they need to see more of you. So staying in your office, I don't know why I'm as if I'm watching someone, but just staying in your office and doing a good job is not necessary. It should be good enough. I agree with you 150%, right? But it's not good enough. You have to get out of the office, and you have to demonstrate, you have to prove, you have to show that you're able to lead others if you're wanting to be hired for some type of promotion. So that's for some of you guys. And we have higher. So again, we already talked about this, because I saw this card in the pre-shuffle, where some of you guys, this is back to like someone who's working on a business, because this is kind of a collective energy. But someone is feeling a little bit overwhelmed with their list of things to do. And so you need to go ahead and get you a virtual assistant, or learn how to better delegate your tasks. And for some of you guys, I'm kind of getting, if you are already the boss and you're feeling like you're going under, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're the boss. That means your job, part of your job is to delegate those tasks to other people. And that's what you need to do. Going back to what we talked about, think before you speak and ask for your needs to be met. Make sure, are you being clear in your requests that you are making of other people? So a little bit about my background. I was a school principal. And so, I did have a lot of people that I had to manage or supervise or whatever. And I'm being reminded of like a form that I had, where if I had a request, for example, of my secretary, like it was very specific in what my needs were. And it also had an area like if she had a question about what it is that I was requesting or what it should look like, then she would come and talk to me. But we had a relationship where she would come and talk to me anyway. But also, that could be something that could be written down, like, hey, like, maybe you could be a little bit more clear on this request, because another part of that, the reason for that, it wasn't just, like, hey, to be a control freak, but also like, how am I doing with my communication skills? And so for some of you guys, I'm being guided to talk about that. So that might be something that you may want to um, look into if you're already a boss. If you're not, like you're working on a business or something like that, then you might want to look into, I'm also getting the sense of like look into some type of programs or apps that help you streamline certain processes that you have. If you're not using your calendar apps, use your calendar apps, or like to-do list, something like that. Like you need to do something that's more electronic, that's more streamlined. Don't have a bunch of notebooks and things like that. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but a bunch of notebooks and things like that. Like you need to streamline your processes. And some of you guys, you just need to get a virtual assistant, okay? Whatever it is, you need to make sure that what you're doing, whatever systems you have in place, align with whatever your main goal is. Like what is it that you seek to accomplish? Okay, we also have learn. Yeah, it says be open-minded and enthusiastic to learn. So for some of you guys, there might be, I'm hearing something about know-it-all. So hopefully this isn't, doesn't, well, it is what it is, right? Because we're here to grow, we're here to learn, right? And it's all about improving and getting the life that we seek or that we want or that we hope for. And so someone needs to be a little bit more open-minded when you're getting feedback. This is kind of going back to the think before you speak. I'm getting the sense of, I'm hearing thick skin or thicker skin. So some of you guys may have a kind of a thin skin. You might be a little bit thin skinned. I've been, we've all been there, right? But I'm getting the sense of like someone is like trying to show you how to do something a different way or a better way or an easier way. I'm hearing old school and someone doesn't really want to hear it. Like I've always done it this way. And I'm getting like how I'm hearing now, like how's that working out for you? So obviously something isn't working and you need to be open, be willing to learn and to make changes. This, whoever this person is that's trying to help you, for whoever this is for, they're not trying to take your job. They're not trying to make you look bad or feel bad. They really, whoever, I'm getting the sense of like whoever this is, they genuinely want to help you. They genuinely like you. So I don't know why I'm, and at the bottom it says step up. So I'm really getting the sense of, not only for some of you guys, not only does this person really respect you and like you and they're just want, like, I'm getting the sense of like, I'm being reminded, like when I was an assistant principal, okay, I felt like my job was not to go around like when my principal's not there to run the school or anything like that. I felt like my job was to make my principal look really, really good. And I'm getting the sense of like someone has someone under them that they just want you to look good, okay? Because they like you and they respect you. And I'm saying like you, this is like has to do with like some type of work type thing. It's nothing, nothing out of the ordinary. They love, they like, they respect you, and they just want you to, they just want to be of service is what I'm hearing. So please, like someone might be having these thoughts of like someone who's trying to undermine them or something like that, but they really are not. And you might need to work on like communicating a little bit better so that it doesn't, so like when this person, I'm getting the sense of like a miscommunication. Someone is speaking up and for you, you feel like it's making you look bad, but that's really not that person's intent. So I don't know who that is for, but they're looking at you as a mentor, basically, all of that to say they're looking at you as a mentor for some of you. So this might be someone who's like some type of boss, or you have some type of clout at your job, like you've been there for a while or something. Like they look up to you, they appreciate they appreciate you. And I'm really getting the sense of like you need to show appreciation to this person, because this person really is looking out for you and for your best interest. I'm also getting the sense of like someone, if there's some of you guys that are struggling in some sense, like you really do need to take this help, because I'm really getting the sense of like something going on behind the scenes, dotting I's, crossing T's, like something, I don't know if like for some of you guys, you're being looked at, you're being watched for some reason. And I'm being reminded, like, I hate to say this, but it is what it is, right? And this might be, if you have a job and you have some type of position, you might also be like being guided to start a business, because I'm getting the sense for some of you guys, and you'll know if this is for you or not. Okay, don't go in there acting, a certain type of way and quitting your job and accusing people of things. You already have this suspicion. This is to confirm something for someone, but you need to show appreciation for whoever this person who's under you. It's like you're being watched. Okay, the person is not trying to take your job. Like, I'm getting the sense of like you're being watched for some reason. Maybe they feel like you have already reached your peak. I don't know. Like, they may feel like you're not willing to learn new systems or something like that. And so, even if this person under you ends up with your job, it's not because they were seeking it. This person doesn't know anything about it. This person really does look up to you as a mentor, right? They want you to mentor them, but it's not for the reasons that you think. But you might actually be, you might have people above you watching you because they feel like your time has come. And so I'm getting the sense of like you need to appreciate this person that's helping you stay afloat, because I'm getting the sense of like someone who's struggling, who's going under. This person is helping you stay afloat. So work with them as long as you possibly can. And I'm also getting the sense of someone needs to be starting a business in the meantime, working on converting your skills to some other place, like to where you are more in a leadership role, and you're gonna take all of your knowledge and skills with you, and you're gonna already have some type of business built up. That's what I'm getting. At the bottom is finance. So I'm really getting, for whoever you are, you need to make sure that you're budgeting, that you're putting some money. If you don't have an emergency fund, you need to have one. You need to create one. You need to put some money to the side, because really someone, like, you're suspecting that they're looking at you to like kind of remove you or get rid of you. And I'm going to have to say your suspicions are, you're not wrong. Okay. I don't know how else to say that. Like, you're not wrong. So get your ducks in a row. Yeah, inspire came in reverse. Yeah. Somewhat like, I'm getting the sense of like whoever you are, this is coming through really strong for someone who's like some type of boss already. But the higher ups are not feeling like you are, like you've lost your passion for the position, for the job. Um, I'm getting this sense of like people are no longer being inspired by what you do, because people are starting to um, they're starting to surpass your knowledge, because you're not keeping up. Someone's not keeping up with technology. Whoever you are, you're not keeping up with technology. So if you want to save the position that you're in, like you don't want to start a business, you need to work on this. You need to appreciate your job, and you need to appreciate the people that are trying to assist you. And also at the same, like, you need to learn how to work with other people, because collaborate is at the bottom. You need to learn how to collaborate with other people. Wow. This is interesting. Let's keep going. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm getting those. Yeah. Me Talks just came out, and this is telling me like, if you're not if you're not being inspirational, you've lost some of your passion, like you're not feeling inspired yourself. Yeah. We have heart, home at the bottom, compassion. Um you've been at it for a really long time, like you've been giving it your all nonstop. And someone needs to understand that just because you have been giving your all to this business, to this company, don't think that they won't sell you out, that they won't get rid of you and hire someone who is younger, that they feel has fresh hit whatever ideas. Okay, like, you are giving your all to a business, but once you no longer meet their needs, they will get rid of you. So I'm getting the sense, if you have like a lot of time available, like vacation time or something like that, someone needs to take a vacay. Someone needs to take a vacation, and during that time, you're going to reflect on some things. You're going to think about what it is that you want for your future. Also, like if this job is what you really really want, then you're going to come back refreshed, and you're going to be able to, get back to the old you, right? I'm getting the sense of like someone is I'm hearing burnout, like someone is burnt out, right? Because you just been going. I'm seeing that Energizer bunny. Someone's been going and going and going, and you need to stop. Okay, someone needs to take some time off to reflect, vacation, all of that good stuff. Just pamper yourself. Allow someone to take care of you. Okay, and you're going to come back either refreshed, or you're going to come back with an exit plan. And what else for Aries? I was not really expecting this, but it's okay. Like, no matter what, it's okay. And looking at this detox again, I'm looking at the add protein. Like, someone is not, like, there's something about someone's diet, so you need to work on your diet, on eating healthier or something like that. So because I'm getting the sense of, like, I'm hearing what was that movie, Lean on Me, where he's like, it kills your brain cells, boy, it kills your brain cells. So I'm getting the sense of like someone is not consuming enough protein, or something, and so I'm getting the sense of like a brain fog. Someone's like in a fog. Okay, yeah, we have adaptability. This is just like someone needing to be a lot more flexible, adapting to changes is what I'm hearing. So someone needs to focus on learning to adapt to changes. At the top, we have new beginnings, because someone doesn't see, like, you don't see something new, like you're I'm hearing mission complete. So for some of you guys, this chapter of your life, like, I'm getting the sense of someone holding on for dear life, but you know in your heart of hearts that this is over. This is over. It's time for you to start on it. Like, we have a tidy house, clarity and organization. It's time, like, the company is about to clean house for some of you guys. So some of you are at a company, they're about to clean house. So be forewarned. And so that, like, if you've been there the longest, you would think that that buys you some type, like, your loyalty buys you some type of, I have seniority. No, that's not how that works. I just know that, please. um but you need to tidy with the tidy house. You need to take this time to get clear on what you want for your future, and if you're going to be in charge of, like, how things roll out, like how this ends is, how this ends is what I'm hearing. But also someone needs to get their affairs in order. Like, you started out, we have lead at the beginning, so you started out as a leader, and like you need to end as a leader. You need to walk out as a leader with your head held high. So I'm getting that. And I'm also getting that someone is going to be coaching and leading people, especially with, like, it has something to do with, like, if you've been at a company for all of these years, and now you're going to have to transition to this new stage and phase of your life, you're going to be coaching people. Oh, wow. I feel that strong. You're going to be coaching people. You're going to be leading people. You're going to be showing people how to step into that new position. It's you guys, I'm clear sentient, so I'm feeling it, like, all over, like a strong yes. Like, someone is really meant to lead. Someone's thinking really hard about, like, you already know this, and you're trying to figure out already, like, okay, what do I need to do? What are my steps? Someone's already thinking about this list of, like, things that they need to do, because you already knew this. It was already on your heart, and the Most High God, whoever whatever you say, but it was already placed on your heart. Okay, and so for some of you guys, this came in sideways. I'm gonna flip it, up. But I'm getting the sense of, like, it says fools embrace transmuting pain. Some of you guys were kind of stuck there, and it's kind of like, I'm hearing that on TikTok, where they say, I can't see, I'm blind, blind, So I'm getting this, and don't laugh, you guys, but I'm getting the sense of someone who, um, it's like you have not taken the time out to see things for what they are. You didn't want to see them, so you just kind of you see it, but you don't want to see it, and you haven't been able to. Fools embrace transmuting pain, like you haven't been able to feel your feelings, your emotions and your feelings as it relates to what's going on with you, what's happening to you. You haven't done that yet, but I'm flipping it, you guys, because it's time. It's time. Take some time off, reflect, come up with your backup plan or your exit strategy, whoever this is for. You know if it's for you. And you guys, I'm envisioning a lot of money. Like you may not know this, but it's actually gonna be like there's a reason that this is happening, and it's going to lead to a lot of success for you guys. But you need to embrace that the emotions that you're feeling. So while you're on vacation, purge whatever those emotions are, so you can come back. And I'm hearing better than ever, baby, so that you can come back. Now we have beginner's mind. So you can come back just ready, crystal clear. Yeah, we have spirit of the river, movement toward movement toward adventure. Because once you get through, once you purge these emotions, right? You're going to be ready for this new adventure. And I'm getting the sense of someone who is going to be able to go with the flow. Make sure that you are focusing on those finances and getting those things in order so that you feel more confident in your ability to just kind of like go with it. I'm also hearing severance package. So for some of you guys, you're needing to make sure that you negotiate a very negotiate your severance package. Yeah, don't be greedy, but we have balancing act, dances on one foot. Like, don't be greedy about it, but don't just like closed mouths don't get fed. So don't just take whatever is offered to you without having some type of counter offer, because like I'm getting the sense of like, you won't know if you don't ask. So it's kind of like going out with your head held high, whoever this is for, and you are also just like they know how much you meant to the company, how valuable you are to the company, and like even like, hey, while I'm transitioning out, like how you're willing to train the up and coming, like the new people or something like that, and have them add something to your severance package. I'm also getting the sense of like for some of you guys, that's going to be your pivot. You're going to pivot into some type of corporate training. So that's for some of, oh, I'm getting that very strong. Some of you are going to pivot into um, becoming some type of trainer in whatever field you're in, some type of corporate trainer. Yeah, rest and renewal. Make sure that I'm getting the sense of like this time around, okay? Make sure that you are, because I really got the sense of like before you worked and you gave it your all in whatever company or companies that you've worked for. And I'm getting the sense of someone with like these hefty, like huge amounts of like vacation time because you never took any, and someone who started to feel like taken for granted, even someone who missed out, feels like like maybe there's some type of guilt, feeling like you missed out on a lot of things, like maybe if you have kids, like maybe your kids lives, or just like life in general, with family, with friends, even with coworkers, like going out and having fun with coworkers. But this time around, whatever it is that you do, you need to make time for you. Me talks and rest and renewal. Me talks on one end, rest and renewal on the other. And it has something to do with, like, I'm hearing stop and smell the roses. Someone needs to do that. And no, you can't, like, whoever you are, no, you can't get the time back. We know that, but it's okay. Like, forgive it and let it go. You had to go through whatever that was so that you can get to this next phase and this next stage of your life. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Wow. Oh, okay. We got two of these. Yeah, we have develop your self confidence, and then we have take the long view. So this is basically, yeah, what I just said would take the long view. Someone needs to make sure that you're taking, like, it's about seeing the beauty and appreciating, like, being grateful for what you have, for the experiences that you're having. Like, because I'm really getting the sense of, like, even if you did a lot of your time at work, like, but did you even enjoy that time? Did you savor the moments while you were there, or did you just work? This time, this is like a redo for someone, and you're being asked to take the long view this time. Stop and smell the roses along the way. And then the other part, this is about developing your, like, believing in yourself, and we talked a little bit about that earlier, like with the pre message. And if you guys have started a business, or you've been thinking about starting a business, because I think we kind of stopped about here with that, and that energy of, like, someone who's already a boss, who, like, is, like, in some type of office or corporate or something like that type world, that energy kind of took over. But if you do have a business, if you've started a business, or you've been thinking about starting a business, then make sure that you are, I'm getting the sense of, like, someone needs to seek the assistance of some type of coach in the field that you're wanting to work in. Someone needs to make sure that, like, everything, all of the successes that you attain in your business, no matter how small, like, let's say you sell products and you only, like, you're not selling a lot, but every time that you do sell something, you need to appreciate it, and you need to celebrate it, and you need to show gratitude for that. Because once you put that in the atmosphere, you're going to start to sell more services or products, or whatever it is that you're doing. Also making sure, like, if you have a business, making sure that you're remembering your why. Why is it that you decided to start this business? What do you hope to achieve? Like, what is your actual goal with this job? Make sure that you don't lose your inspiration and your passion. And if that's something that's happened, then this means that you need to take some time off to just kind of reset, right? Maybe some things are not working out the way that you want them to work out, or the way that you had hoped that they would work out. But you have to be willing to be flexible, to be adaptable when things change. So, going back also to someone who's trying to build a business from a template, right? If you're trying to do that, like, if you're the person whose business template or business plan that you're using, if they started their business, let's say 20 years ago, things have changed. That's why you're going to have to beef it up. You're going to have to beef it up. And if you're feeling disappointed about things not going the way that you had hoped, like, you thought things would take off, like, a whole lot quicker, like, feel that emotion, feel that pain, and then transmute it, and look at all of the lessons that you have learned and you're learning along the way, and incorporate that into your business. I'm also getting the sense of, like, this is going to also be something that you're going to be, like, write these down, make a list of, like, your ups and your downs, and you're going to use that to help other people who are trying to start a business, whatever this business is that you're working on. and appreciate the entire, like, the journey. Like, you know, back to the not feeling inspired or not feeling passionate, it's because you're not enjoying the journey. And that's what, like, once you purge this emotion, this disappointment, these feelings, you're going to be able to see things from a whole new light, is what I'm hearing. And look at this as a grand adventure. And be sure to take some breaks along the way. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. The same thing with this me talks and with this Garden of Venus rest and renewal. Because I'm really getting the sense of, like, in these periods of non-action, in these periods of rest, in these periods of, like, repairing, I'm getting the sense of, like, DNA being repaired. This is where you get even more ideas to help you be successful in your business. Okay? And this is where you're going to reflect on things that you're overcoming, things that are going really well, the growth that you're making, right? And it's going to help boost your confidence in what it is that you're working on. But savor it. Savor these moments right now, because there will come a point in time in your business where I'm really getting the sense of, like, it just being, hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but, like, you may take off so fast that, like, you know, you don't want to get back, you don't want to get into that trap of not appreciating the beauty of the journey that you have traveled or that you are traveling. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Thanks for watching.